Well, you want to hear more about Roy?
Yeah.
He went over. He wrote Mother a letter, a real nice letter. Well, he was on board a ship going through the Mediterranean. So he ended up, like I said, on North Africa, and participated in the North African campaign. Fighter missions against in Italy, and it was
What did he fly?
the 836 dive bomber.
That's what he trained in Corpus.
Yeah. No, he didn't train in Corpus. TA trained in Corpus.
Because he was Navy, and then Roy went somewhere else.
Yeah, Roy was in Abilene and up in that area. And that's where he was shot down in Sicily. But we have not TA. He joined next, and he went through naval training. Part of that here in Corpus, and the other part is in Pensacola. I don't know where else he trained, but he did patrol as far south as South America, following submarine. And then Clifton and I joined, and Clifton, in his training, he applied for, well, he went through pilot training, and he did a lot of cargo hauling. He took troops into the war, over to Europe, and then back, and I think he's in other parts.
Where was he stationed?
Well,
you don't know?
No, not. Well, he was in Houston a while. I don't seem like in St. Louis and other places. I don't know where all he was stationed. But he did a lot of cargo shipment. C-54, which is a real big cargo ship, and I went through gunnery school, and went to training in Panama City, Florida, and Denver.
And what'd you do in Denver?
Well, that was a classroom part of gunnery training. And we were assigned by, well, we also went training in West Texas, Pio. And after that, we met our.
So, when you joined, or when you got drafted.
Yeah.
You got drafted.
Drafted.
You went to first. Do you remember where you went first?
Yeah, San Antonio.
San Antonio.
Sam Houston.
Sam Houston.
Yeah.
San Antonio or Sam Houston?
Well, Sam Houston, Army base. in San Antonio.
Okay. And then
Okay.
they shipped you to Atlantic City.
Yeah.
Why were you in
Then
Atlantic City?
Well, that was boot training.
Oh, that was the boot training. They didn't
training,
boot train you in San. Okay.
Well, just preliminary, giving you clothes and exercises and things.
Shave
like
your
that.
head.
Yeah, yeah.
Then shipped
Yeah.
you to Atlantic City.
Atlantic City, then there this is the first time this is.
Now, is that when they decide what your
Yeah. Yeah.
what you're gonna be?
Well, they did that in San Antonio.
How did they decide that?
They just flipped a coin and said, "You go over there," and flipped another one, "You go over here."
No,
No, they didn't do that. They didn't do that. No, they had a battery of tests that they'd give you.
like written or
Written, yeah, yeah. And then they decided, yeah, I was going to gunnery school, and Atlantic City was first, and from there they sent me to Denver, and then West Texas. And in West Texas, we met our crew, and so we did training as a crew.
then y'all went to Florida?
Yeah. No. That Florida was before that.
Okay, so
So that was gunnery training. in
Atlantic
Florida.
City,
Denver, then Florida.
Florida. What city? What?
Tyndall Field.
Kendall?
Tyndall,
Tyndall.
T-Y-N. Yeah, Tyndall Field.
And that's more. That's where you
That's
actually
where
shot.
we did. Yeah, that was the majority of our training was there. That is the technical part of it.
Meaning they take you up in the airplane.
It was a lot of fun. No, we didn't get up in the airplane. But we were on the back end of a truck and driving through the brush, and we would fire at clay pigeons.
With
Yeah,
shotguns?
With shotguns, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So you were basically just
Basically doing good stuff.
having fun.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause it was fun. And then an airplane would draw a flag behind it, and we'd fire at it with 50 caliber machine gun then.
Stationed on the ground.
Stationed on the ground. Yeah, it was stationary, and we'd get inside it. And it was a ball to it, like
The bottom
the
of
bottom of the
yeah.
airplane. Yeah. All right, so that took me was the training and the
That was mainly your shooting was in
Yeah.
Tyndall, and then you went to Denver for the classroom aspect of it.
Yeah.
This is all like what, 3 weeks or 6 weeks in each?
No, well, yeah, in each segment probably. Well, it was longer than that in Denver, but about that, I guess, in Tyndall Field. And so, like I say, I met the crew there in West Texas, and we had more training as a crew, making bomb runs with dummy bombs. We did
In
a
West
lot
Texas.
In West Texas, a lot of that.
What
And
field?
after that, Payo, rattlesnake field. And then from there they shipped us. Well, we went to Kansas, and they gave us an airplane, a new airplane, and we flew the airplane to the eastern United States in New Hampshire, and they worked the airplane over, be sure it could make it, and then we flew the airplane to England.
You know what month?
If I thought it was important, I would have wrote that down.
Was it cold up there? Was it hot?
No, it was in the summertime.
Summertime.
Yeah,
So you flew to England.
flew to England.
Did you fly
Yeah.
automatically to Bury St. Edmunds? Or Rodham Field?
Well, what you said automatically?
I mean, that was the first
Yeah.
and only field that you.
Yeah, that's the only one. That's where we were stationed.
So you
Yeah.
flew. You
Well,
landed there.
Well, actually, we landed in Ireland, and then we caught a train, take us to Bury St. Edmunds, and then they had trucks there to take us to Rodham Field.